Good luck, man. See if I get screwed out of another glitchy ass game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Play 1 and Prescott to the air. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
He pushes me out of bounds and call me for illegal.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Running with Elliott. And boy, is he close.
I made it over the fucking line.
No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only 1st down. He's got a few more shots maybe. He can take it the end zone.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this...
Go to the bathroom. Give me just a second.
will start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 48 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to Walker on 1st down. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Walker, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Prescott now. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from moving out in front. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken it, and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He hits his target, Lockett.
Oh, shit. Good throw.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a terrific terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The end result, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He dropped it.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of his first half. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Gino down a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much...
People are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on third down, Smith. his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Gotta give him credit, he got hella heart.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. 1st down, Prescott.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And touchdown.
Gotta be
Maybe
kidding.
a small measure of revenge for this defense because they had been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing.
How are you dropping the ball,
And
young
that
man?
one drops down, incomplete.
You can't
Good
drop that
coverage
ball,
there,
young
force the
man.
ball free, and it's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun.
Threw it right into the pick, too.
Intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the
He thinks he's
Seahawks are
gonna
going to
come
take
back.
possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Yeah.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, come on, that was first.
He's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It to the 34, good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
He keeps trying to push me out of bounds.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Prescott. And his pass is intercepted.
I just keep throwing picks.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
No, sir.
Shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
It didn't throw me off.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Got to stay up with it.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw is Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Here's Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now here is another interception.
Wait. Come on, EA. Come on.
You and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Touchdown, Seahawks. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll find his way in for 2. And back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
That's crazy.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Looking deep for Hilton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing here, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A short kick taken at the 18. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Well, Prescott here to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little land.
I can't kick my field goal.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.